Yeah.
She looks very well looked after, I have to say. Grace looks like she has a very nice life there.
And my husband Sam and I own the wildlife park here, and when all the fires started, we had essentially all of the wildlife from the fires coming through. It was mostly koalas. We had over 600 koalas come through during the whole bushfire season, and there was probably about 100 kangaroos and wallabies, possums, echidnas, all sorts of different things. But yeah, out of those kind of 600 koalas, we've now had about 250 go back to the wild, which is pretty incredible.
What sort of damage was done, Donna, for the wildlife population? Was it predominantly, like you say, koalas? Did they take a big impact from the fire?
The fire was travelling that fast and that hard that it was absolutely unstoppable, and that wasn't just for humans getting out, it was the same for the animals as well. But the koalas, they essentially are just in their trees. They're not a fast animal. They don't have that method of getting away. So when they were hit, they were one of the hardest species hit on the island. And unfortunately, prior to the fires, there was estimated around 60 to 80,000 koalas on Kangaroo Island. And since the fires now, they're doing surveys at the moment, but they're estimating the numbers only to be around 5 to 10,000.
What? More than half the population.
That's devastating. Yeah. How's the country park been affected? You know, yourselves with the business and caring for the animals and having tourists and stuff. Has that taken a big hit as well?
We were shut for probably about 2 weeks all up because there was that many animals coming in, and then obviously we were hit with COVID as well. So like Peter, we were shut for around 8 weeks all up for COVID as well before we reopened to tourists again.
Yeah, nothing like you guys going through your wildfire and then a global pandemic coming along. It doesn't help with.
Yeah. No, that's it. It's made a big difference to tourism over here, that's for sure.
Thank you so much for your time and for giving us an update and filling us in with the stories and what's been happening. We really appreciate your time, and just fantastic to hear the community spirit once again down in Australia, as always, which is what Catherine and I see when we come down there. You always feel the community spirit, and Aussies are very good at looking after each other, and it's fantastic to see you're all pulling together. And I'm really glad, both Catherine and I are glad to hear that support is there for you all as well. And as the Brigadier touched on, the mental health implications as well as the financial implications and all this on everyone is going to take its toll for a while. So I do hope all of you feel that you've got that support, you've got someone you can speak to, you've got somewhere you can go and receive support, whether it's financial or whether it's just having a chat. So please do look